Oh my God. It was like truly life-changing. Like it was so cool. Again, like I know it wasn't the perfect gig because it wasn't acting, but I was so excited. And I was like hearing all these big names, right? Like Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds, Octavia Spencer. I just was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." Like all of this is just like happening to me so quickly, you know? And I was on that set for about 3 or 4 months, which was
Holy crap!
yeah, it was so
Every day?
Every day.
Holy.
There were, you know, obviously days that I wasn't needed, but it was like whenever she was on, I was on, right?
That is so cool.
So that was your
Yeah.
first job.
Yeah.
Like, you got right into
It's
it.
kind of funny. I started right away on this huge, like, big picture Hollywood set. But that was really what launched me into wanting to be a professional actor. Is I stepped onto that set and I watched everything work basically to the best degree, right? Like when you step onto an amateur set, you're not really seeing the magic of what happens in acting. But when you're on a set like that, like you're seeing everybody work so creatively, so efficiently. Like it really was just like admiring.
That's
for
a
me.
really cool,
That's so
like,
cool.
first
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So
situation.
pretty much right when I saw that, that was when I was like, oh, I need to be doing this for the rest of my life.
And so after you did Spirited, is that when you then moved to LA?
Yeah.
And you got into
So Spirited blended in a little bit into when I signed my lease, which was the beginning of September in 2021.
Because
Wow.
it was shooting out here.
It was shooting in Boston.
Oh. But you were like, as you're doing it in Boston, you're like, I'm going to move to LA. And
Right.
start-
I decided to move to LA, and I was really lucky. My 2 best friends at the time in college, they also were like, F it, let's go to LA.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I got to move out there with them. Again, like I ended up moving out closer to the end of November because that was when the movie fully wrapped. And I had a lot of good connections, like good people that I had met
Yeah.
there. I had a lot of good insight, and I had just
You were
picked
now
up.
best friends with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds
He's
also.
like, Anchorman 3, are you interested?
Ryan introduced himself to me.
First name basis.